Good morning, folks. So, I kind of got a little bit of a new view for you. You're literally inside my cupboard right now, but I got a recipe from a subscriber, and it looks so delicious that I decided let's make it. And I also got this from said subscriber. It's the best, one of the best seasonings I've ever used. So, check it out for yourself. But I'm going to show you everything that's included in this dish. Cilantro. And these are jalapenos if you don't know. I bought a bunch of them because I'm going to dehydrate them and make seasoning. I'm really liking this new view. It's a little too close, but that's alright. Give you a better view when I'm cutting. Carrot. So 2 jalapenos, a little bit of cilantro, carrot, an onion, a full clove of garlic, and that's probably a little hard to see because it's in a bag. Big fat pineapple. So now, pretty much what I have to do, it's super easy. So break all the cloves open of the garlic, set them to the side. Break the stems off your jalapenos. Cut the root off of your carrot and then slice it into little small pieces. Same with this. Remove the skin. Cut it into small pieces. And then we're going to use about, I know this isn't a great judgment of like, or a good measurement judgment. Anyways, I think you know what I'm saying. But I'm going to use about this much cilantro. And then you take all this stuff, once you've cut it up, removed everything, put it in a blender, and then blend the crap out of it. And let it sit. Add a little bit of seasoning to it. And then you remove the top of this by just screwing it off. That didn't sound right at all. And then you leave about this much of the pineapple uncut, and then you cut a circle around it. I'll show you. So we'll get started here in a little bit. Oh, and the most important thing that you're going to need is a big fat chicken like this. The only thing that I'm concerned about, considering how fucking monstrous this thing is, it looks like a miniature turkey, is all the previous stuff that I showed you has to be shredded. But that bad boy has to fit into this Ziploc bag so that I can put all that shredded stuff in here with the chicken and marinate it. So, wish me luck. Alright, so it fits perfectly. So now I'm going to shred all that other stuff up. I'll show you me cutting it up, but there isn't really too much to show, so I'm still going to show you. So all we got to do here is just remove the stems, like so. Just work it around in a circle. It'll come off. Then we're going to cut up a little bit of this. A little bit more. And I don't have a full-size blender, so I have to use one of them, what the hell is the thing called? One of them Ninja bullet things. So that's what this is for. So I have to do a couple runs, but that's all right. And this is getting kind of thick, so I'm going to cut it in half and then cut it more. And I'm going to add everything from this jalapeno, seeds and all. Like I said, everything here is going to be shredded up for marinade. So, cut the real strong stuff like the broccoli, or not the broccoli, the carrot, into smaller pieces so it's easier on your blender. Just peeling the garlic right now. Damn, how many layers are on this thing? I'm gonna peel this. I'll be right back. Actually picks a nice head of garlic this time. I'm not really great at picking garlic, but these are all fat cloves. So when I bought it, it was like, it wasn't circle like I try to get, so maybe I should try to get like oblong garlic from now on. Anyways, you get the gist. Okay, cut that top off. Now, from what the instructions told me, is that you're supposed to cut it into, hold on, let me move you up, is that you're supposed to cut like into a square and then take these outer parts and add it to this and shred it. And then this middle part that's left over is going to go straight in the chicken's straight in the chicken. So I'm going to cut these up now. And don't go all the way through like I said in the previous clip. It's really tough. And it's always better to cut off less and then to cut off more. That's definitely not going to fit inside the chicken. I don't want to cut too much off. That'll be good. Actually, let's find out. Alright. Oh, there we go. I guess the butt cheeks got in the way. So, that's pretty much the gist of it. Since this is all being cooked anyways, I'm not really worried about what I just did. Some people will be like, oh, raw chicken on a fruit. Oh my god. Deal with it. Alright, now, all this stuff, I'm going to shred it up, and I'll show you it afterwards. Oh yeah, and you're also supposed to add, hold on a second. The instructions say to use 3/4 of a cup of water, so I'm going to add like a little bit of water each time that I blend this. And then it also says to get Chinese chicken seasoning. And when I went to the store, I couldn't find that, so that's why I'm going to use this stuff instead. So I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to shred all this up, but I forgot that step, add water to it as well. So I completely forgot to add the onion and the other jalapeno, but I just cut that up and added it to it. I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like. I just did a rough blend because all this is getting thrown away anyways. I added way too much of the pineapple. I should have just thrown some of it away, but I was like, hey, that's flavor. And it is. Oh, and I added the seasoning to it. I think that's enough. Alright, now marinate it. It says to marinate it overnight, but I'm going to marinate it for like 2-3 hours. Alright, so I marinated the chicken all night. Now I got the pineapple out, and I'm going to go ahead and put the chicken on there. And let me tell you, after marinating this chicken, this thing came out so tender. Like, you can tell the difference. Alright. Now, preheat the oven to 375, and then I'm going to melt a little bit of butter. And after 10 minutes, I'm going to rub some butter all around the sides of it and everything to help the skin crisp up. There you go. So we had a crisis. I went to go check on this, and so I had it standing up the other way, like turn it 30 degrees and then put it straight up, and it fell over in the oven. So like I said, I'm not a chef, I'm not the greatest cook, so what I'm gonna do is I just shoved the pineapple back in it, because the pineapple completely fell out and everything. So now I'm gonna clean up the stove a little bit. But I'm gonna throw it back in the oven, and I got some butter melted here in my baster, so I'm gonna baste it after I clean up the oven and then throw it back in. So if you do this, just lay it down. I think that's enough. I don't want to overdo it. So just to give you a sense of how fucking tender this is, I only cooked this for 20 minutes at 375, and I'm trying to grab it and flip it over, and it ripped apart. I don't know if you can see that, but like the rear end completely ripped apart. So it's tender, maybe too tender. So I just took it out. As you can see, it's fucking steaming. I kind of have a sixth sense for when chicken's done. I think that it's done, even after the mishap. I even threw it in on broil for about 5 minutes on low. So let's test it. Let's test it. 76 degrees. It's supposed to be 160, so it's pretty good. And I swear to God, and I don't like to do that often, but I did not check this before it came out. It still has residual cook time, so. How much does a pineapple at? Pretty much the same. Alright, I'm gonna let that cool down there for a minute. But Yeah. So, just a little fun fact. I did some research online because I'm a fucking nerd like that. But the main reason this is falling apart is because pineapple has what's called bromelain or bromelain. I think that's what it's called. And it like breaks down the tissue inside of meats and stuff like that. So that's the reason why it's so tender. And then when I tried to flip it over, the whole entire rear end fell off. But just a little fun fact for you guys. Alright, so I'm gonna try this out. It's just like falling apart. Oh yeah. You can definitely taste the garlic. You can definitely taste the pineapple too, but not. Hold on. Yeah, definitely the pineapple, definitely the garlic, but not so much the um, jalapeno. I do get that kind of lemony taste from cilantro, so. And the seasoning. Yeah, really good. Really tender, as you can see. So, give it a shot.